Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and happy fall. Officially, fall is here. Yes, and officially, I am still waiting for that cool weather. And our weatherman said today, well, we're still going to have a whole week worth of 90-degree temp. I was excited, but maybe by October 4th, I think, cooler weather should start coming in. And I just can imagine it. I can feel it. And I'm excited for it. Anyway, welcome to my PJ party. Yep, it's nighttime. I am like in the raw from chin up. No makeup at all. If I look shiny, it's not because my face is oily. It's because I've done my full face regimen and got out of the shower. So what I'm going to talk about today is because I have gotten quite a bit of questions and comments concerning the transition of gray hair. And I've done several videos on this, but I wanted to come on and share two products with you that I've been using, one since the spring through now and one since the summer through now. One's a hair product and one's a deodorant that I think are great products. And I have another product or two that I just want to kind of just mention again. So let's get started. When you transition your hair to its natural color, natural state, it does go through a number of changes. During the transition itself, there's a lot of texture change. Of course, there's a lot of change in just the way your hair looks, and there's change with how your hair behaves. Now, I was leery in the beginning because I wasn't sure of what's this going to be like? What is my hair going to act like? Because what I was seeing while I was having my hair dyed, going through the dyeing processes, is that whatever grays were coming out, those grays were resilient to color. They did not want to accept color anymore. And so I would just refer to them as my wiry grays. And it was like, I mean, literally, it was like they would just pop out, especially around the temple area here. Boing, boing, here I am gray. Look at the dye didn't even color me at all. Haha. And wiry. So I wasn't really sure, well, what happens if I grow my hair out and I've got all this gray coming out? Is all of it going to be wiry? So I was pleasantly surprised that pretty early on, and this was in my situation because I cut my hair and I just kept graduating it up till I finally pixied it, that my hair's texture really had changed. I basically cut off all of the dried dead ends, and I would describe my hair while I was dyeing it, and it was kind of in this style but just shorter, woolly. I would say that my hair felt woolly. It always felt good when I had it dyed those first few days, but then after that it just would get dry and I could just say it felt woolly. The texture of it felt like that to me. So as my own gray hairs were coming out, I noticed that, okay, they did not have that wiry texture to them, and it was relatively easy for me to tame. And when I say tame, I mean I wasn't having issues with, the hair being brittle or dry, but what I could feel that was coming out just seemed to be like new hair growth. And it just, after it actually got to be, I would say a good 3 inches long or so, I could tell that that texture felt like new hair, like hair that I had when I was way younger, before I started putting product on it. So yes, your hair does take on a different texture. And even though you can get your hair into a style that you say, okay, my hair is totally grown out, as mine is, you can see that I still have this variation of, a wider strip of gray here, my darker natural color here, some more grays blended in, and it's continuously changing, because right now I can even tell, if I show you here, I have a lot more of the gray tone than I had even at the beginning of the year. I had more of the darker hair. So the gray itself still changes. And I am just going to show you here. I think it'll come across, but my hair really has regained its luster and shine. Now, I did do a treatment on my hair, and I'm going to talk about that in the shower today. And I do that probably twice a month with this particular product, and I love the way it makes my hair feel. It holds up so well. And also, what I am finding with my hair is I'm only washing my hair 2 times a week. Today is Monday, and last time I washed it was Wednesday of last week. Now, I might have to bump up a hair washing if I got caught in a really bad rainstorm or something, and it really just kind of, my hair was just totally soaked. If I don't want to have that wave to it, I can re-straighten it, but it just depends. If I've been working outside and did a lot of yard work or something and just was sweating more, had a hat on, but for the most part, I have just been basically washing my hair twice a week, which I could never do before. I was washing my hair every single day, every time I was in the shower. Now I own 2 shower caps, very important, so that I don't have to go through the whole process of washing my hair. But what I feel has happened at the point of fully growing out is, once those dead ends are removed and cut off, your hair just regains its shine, its luster, manageability. It feels just like young hair. And I never imagined that that was going to be possible, just to grow it out. I really thought that from the dye and all the damage that I had done to my hair, that when the gray came out, that I was always still going to have a frizzy, fuzzy, woolly type hair. So the answer to the question, does your hair change? Does it get softer? Yes, it does, but it gets softer in a very good way. It gets softer in a way that it maintains body. I think you can feel your hair has better strength. The manageability of it is just so much better. And so what I thought I would do is just kind of share with you a couple of things that I continuously do. And I'm sure I've mentioned this on other videos, but this is what I'm doing now because my hair is fully grown out. And it will just continue to grow. And yes, it is changing as far as the silver tone in it. Until I guess one day I'll be totally just all gray. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to stay like this forever, but whatever. I'm going to just go with the flow because I actually do love it. And the reason I love it is because, yes, I feel like I've gained so much freedom, so much less money put into my hair. And now I have a set product regimen that I use. And I'm not saying that like I'll never change or try anything else, but right now I have a great hair regimen that works not only for my hair but also my scalp. And that's really important to me because I do have issues with dry scalp. And so what I'm doing and what I've been doing for the last couple of years has really worked. And I do contribute part of what I'm using to good hair health. So I think that's important also to mention. And I think sometimes people, sorry, had a little toothpaste there on the side. I think sometimes people actually, feel like, oh, I'm going to grow this out and go through all the pangs of, anguish of, oh, all this growing out, and then my hair's going to be really nasty, and uncontrollable. And now it does depend on the texture of your hair. Are you super curly? Are you straight? But I still see women that have very curly hair that is in the gray stages, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I think you have to learn how to manage it. But yes, I do believe that once you are dye free, your hair really, really does speak and shows the freedom. It really comes back very full force, bouncy, and just regains its, if you want to say, youth. So anyways, let me tell you what I use. And I've mentioned this many times, and I'm not a sponsor for this product at all. And in this video is not sponsored by anybody. These are just the products that I use, that I have been using, that work for me. I use the Monat hair care system, and what I mostly use is their shampoo Black. It is a shampoo and conditioner in one. I do use some of the other products in that line, a deep conditioning sometimes. They do have an oil if I feel like my hair's a little bit too dry. Maybe I've been, outside more, it has a little wind effect. I'll use that oil. It's a really good oil. Just dab it on my fingers and run it through once in a while. And I do have a couple other products in that line that I just switch off using the shampoos on. Sometimes I'll get samples from new shampoos, and I will use those samples and try it out. I think it's good for your hair. I think your hair kind of needs that change. But one product that I have been using that I absolutely love, I think it just makes a big difference in just adding moisture back to my hair. And I do have a product by Monat that does that, and it's good, but this I find has that like extra boost, and it is Colleen Rothschild. Now, I have other products by Colleen Rothschild that I use. Her face balm, cleansing balm, that just literally strips all of the makeup off of my face, but also conditions my skin. Love that product. Really, that's one of those products that I can honestly say I don't want to be without. Another product that I use in my shower is her honey vanilla body wash. Love it. It smells great. It conditions my skin. It's got a nice, fresh, clean scent to it, and it just feels good. Love that. So other than that, I haven't really ventured out and tried any other product, but this is Quench and Shine Restorative Mask. It's a great product. A little bit goes a long way. And it actually also comes with this wet brush. So what I do is I wash my hair, And I just kind of let the shampoo sit on my hair for a couple of minutes before I rinse it off. And one of the things that I do is I wash my hair a second time. And I do that for myself because I am only washing my hair, like I said, about every 5 days. So after I do that, I rinse it really, really good, and then I give a treatment with this. And I've been doing this, I'm going to say between 2 and 3 times a month. I love it. I just feel like it, just really makes my hair feel great, act right, and it behaves. So you put this all over your hair, rub it all in, and then I take this wet brush and just, brush it through. Very gently, just brush it through. And this is very emollient, and it actually, let me open this for you. Hopefully I won't get it all over. What did I do? Put that on no. A little bit goes a long way, and it's so thick that I rub it between my hands and then just spread it out throughout my hair. And I know it doesn't look like I've used a lot, but I have, because I have done this on my hair with this jar a lot. And so, like I said, I think the first maybe 2 times I kind of overdid it. And so now I know exactly the right amount to use. Like I said, it's very emollient. It smells wonderful. And after brushing it all through my hair, I just let it sit, and I go about my business in the shower and finish up. And I at least leave it on for a good 5 minutes, and I really give it that time to work. Now, if I'm not in a hurry, I literally will just jump out of the shower after I have it all over in my hair and wrap my hair in a towel and just keep it in my hair for 2 or 3 hours, go about my business at home, and then get back in the shower and wash it for a really, really super deep conditioning. I've done that with this product, and I'm just telling you, I love it. It just adds life to your hair. And it lasts throughout other shampoos too. I notice that, I can tell when my hair starts to feel a little bit kind of, it's getting a little dry. The ends look a little, I'm getting to that point of a haircut or a trim. But at least 2 to 3 times a month I've been using this. And like I said, there might have been a week in there that I did it 3 times that week in the beginning, and then I laid off for a couple weeks, but pretty consistently at least that much. And I mean, you could do it every day. If your hair is in really, really bad shape and you just bleach the heck out, use it, because it really, really not only lets your hair feel good, it's very manageable. So I highly recommend this. And again, it's called Colleen Rothschild Quench and Shine Restorative Mask, and it is for all hair types. Great product. Next, I want to talk to you along the lines of hair is this. Wow. I've mentioned this so many times, but for those of you that are new, and if you have any issues with humidity, this is the product you need. This is not a heat protectant. This is a humectant. It's to keep your hair resistant to those, especially that live in these hot, humid climates. It really works, and it really holds. So about every 3rd hair washing, I spray this all over. If we are having excessively humid temps, 5-6 days in a row, and I've washed my hair twice, whoops, I might feel, okay, I really need it because my hair is just really being bothered by this humidity. Then I just go ahead and spritz it, pretty much on the underneath side because that's really where my issue is. But love this stuff. I can't say enough about it. It's a great, great product. It's not a gimmick. It's a great product. Again, it's called Wow Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. And honestly, I have not had the problems this summer with my humidity hair as I've had in the past. Even when I get caught in the rain and we've had a bit of a rainstorm, my hair will curl because I have that natural wave, and it will wave, but it will not be frizzy. So that's a good thing. And I'm going to attribute that to part of this, and also that my hair is in a much healthier state. Another product that I think by far is the most important thing you can do for your hair, especially if you're not an air dryer, but you're a hair dryer and a tool product person that uses hot tools. You need some sort of a hair protectant spray. Now, I happen to be using this Orlando Pita Play. I like this. I think it's a great product. I also have Rusk that has argan oil in it, and it is also a product that you spray on your hair, wet or dry. And if you're going to use tool, it really, is a protectant. I don't think you should go without this, whether you're dyeing your hair or not dyeing it, because I think sometimes people have in their head, well, I'm not putting anything that's not natural on my hair anymore. My hair's growing out. It's almost grown out to gray. I don't need the heat protectant, but you do. Your hair still can fry just because you don't have color on it. So heat protectant to keep it in good hair health. And then not least, I don't know, something like that. Oh, it's getting late, guys. I'm getting tired. Lastly, not a hair product, but a body product, deodorant. This happens to be coconut oil Kopari deodorant. It is aluminum free, it's vegan, and it's paraben free. Now, this is not an antiperspirant. It is a deodorant, and I love this brand Kopari. I have a lip balm that I use by them. Oh, I have it at my bedside. That's really nice. This smells so good. Oh my gosh, so good. I could just sit here and smell this all night. It really does. And I have been using this since the spring, and I'm not going to keep rolling it up, but it's like this is going to last a year because it's a little more expensive than your regular deodorant, but it's not outrageously expensive. Now, one thing I will tell you about using this is what that they have on the back. It's an invisible and non-sticky formula. It glides smoothly on and hydrates your underarms. That to me was one of the most important things, because sometimes, I know I use good products in the shower, but sometimes just with the heat, especially if you live in hot, humid climates, you sometimes feel like you have skin rash under your arms, or your underarms just feel dry. This stuff really conditions your underarms. I mean, that is like foolproof on this product. Where was I? Yes, it smoothly hydrates your underarms. Love it for that. Now, it took a while for my body to adjust to this, because I've always used a deodorant antiperspirant. And so many times, I just feel like, oh my gosh, my underarms are itching, they feel dry, using this, never have that issue. Never, never, never. And my underarm area always just feels smooth. And I thought in the beginning this was just going to be great because I love the scent of it, and it goes on clean and clear. And yeah, until about the second or third day in use. And I would, okay, little TMI, I was sitting around going, I think I smell perspiration. Ew, is it me? Yeah. And I thought, oh no, this is not going to work. So I went online, did a little looking, little snooping, and I saw several comments where people said, really love it, have been using it now for, a month or two. Wouldn't want to trade it in, but boy, I thought I was just going to say, forget this in the beginning, because it took a while for your body chemistry to adjust. And now, absolutely no problems. No problems at all. And let me say, we've had really hot days, and there's been days I've been outside and really working up a sweat. Now, so you might be wondering, well, how do you correct it? I just would apply it again. If I notice that I felt a little bit like I think I'm kind of sweating, and I want to avoid that issue if I'm going to have a little perspiration, unpleasant odor, I'm going to go and apply it again. So in the beginning, I might have been using this a couple of times, and then I sort of started to apply it at night. As I was getting myself ready for bed, I would just put another, couple of little swatches, and that was it. Now, I think a lot of people even do that. They just use their deodorant even at night before they go to bed. Well, I did that for a few weeks, and then I didn't have to do it anymore. And now it's once a day. And trust me, we're still having very hot weather. And yes, I still go outside and work in the yard, around the flowers and stuff like that. And I have never, ever noticed that I had any issues with, let's just say unpleasant body odor. But I love it. And I have been using this since the spring. But if you want to venture into something that's paraben-free, aluminum-free, and good for you, and conditions your skin, and smells good, then be a little patient, just like growing your hair out. Be a little patient with it and allow it to work with your body, because I don't think you'll be disappointed. So that's all I have for this little pajama party. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you don't mind the face in the raw, but hey, I don't wear makeup when I go to bed. And one of my, dear subscribers says, oh, you always look so put together. But come on, guys. I don't always look so put together. When I'm doing my videos, I like to look put together because I think it's just more pleasant to watch. But yeah, this is me. And there are those days that I like to be makeup free because I think it's good for your skin to give it a break and just let it breathe. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope you'll think about if you're in the avenue of, if you're 3, 2, 1, if you're looking for a new deodorant, something new for your hair, I don't think you'd go wrong with these two products. They're really good. And I feel really comfortable doing the video on them because I've been using them now for quite a while, and they're keepers. So until my next video, be kind, be humble, age gracefully, and get a good night's sleep. I know I am. Bye.